Dear friends, this is Fakir Yogi Vrendra Yogi. I am a really patriot and I respect and honor every great Indian who has a heart of the true son of Mother India. And there is one great man, Dr. J.V. Krishna Reddy, who is really my mentor. And there is another great man whom I honor and adorn most of the time is Ratan Tata. So here in this video, I will let you know how Ratan Tata started his Tata Motors, converting Tata Engineerings into Tata Motors, and he really became one of the greatest Hall of Fame of the auto-based industries in this world. Dear friends, when he wanted to create an Indian car, seeing a family going on a scooter with umbrella on the head, 5 members, he dreamed to really give every Indian a new car that was called Nano. Nano means 1 part of a billion. Means every Indian will have a car. And that Nano car was not doing very well because it was branded cheap car, so people didn't like to buy it. Then he wanted to make another very practical car that was called Indica. But also, Tata Motors have interest in heavy engineering machines, trucks and all the defense equipments. Indica was not doing very well, so he wanted to sell it to Ford. And so I invite one of my friends to tell you the story, how Ford interacted with Ratan Tata and how my best great Indian role model, whom I always adore and try to follow his footprints, he really has reacted when he bought Jaguar Land Rover Range Rover, when the Ford company chairman was not very fair when he said, Ratan Tata, if you don't have experience in making automobiles, why did you start your own company? Ratan Tata reacted by showing that Indica can run and also he can buy Ford, the best car, GLR. Here he
Story of Ratan Tata's biggest revenge on Ford. In 1991, Ratan Tata became the chairman of the Tata Group. Tata Motors were India's largest truck maker in India. In 1998, Ratan Tata decided to focus on building modern passenger cars. At the end of the year 1998, Tata Motors launched Tata.Indica. Tata.Indica was the first modern car ever to be designed by an Indian company. It was Ratan Tata's dream project. He worked day and night to make his dream come true. But when the car was launched in the market, it was not what he had expected. The car's sale rate was so poor that the Tata Group decided to sell its car business. In 1999, Ford was interested in buying Tata's car business. They invited the Tata Group to their head office in Detroit. Ratan Tata and his team flew all the way to Detroit. The Tata and Ford officials were in a meeting for 3 hours. But Ratan Tata was humiliated in front of his team by the Ford chairman Bill Ford. Bill Ford told Ratan Tata, "You do not know anything. Why did you start the passenger car division at all? We are doing you a big favor by buying your car division." Ratan Tata just couldn't stay still after being humiliated like that. The same night he decided not to sell their car business. He flew back to Mumbai, India with his team
I love you,
the same
Ratan.
night. He turned all his focus to Tata Motors. With time, Tata Motors became a successful car company all over the world. By 2008, Tata Motors had the best-selling cars in the market. But on the other hand, Ford was struggling to make a profit from their sales. In 2008, Ratan Tata offered to buy the Jaguar and Land Rover series cars from Ford. Those were Ford's worst-selling cars back then. And Ford was facing a huge loss because of those 2 cars. This time Bill Ford came with his team all the way to Mumbai, India. In the meeting, Bill Ford told Ratan Tata. "You are doing us a big favor by buying JLR. Thank you." Ratan Tata could have humiliated Bill Ford just like the way he was humiliated back in 1999. But he did not do that. He came out as a bigger and better person. Today, Jaguar and Land Rovers are one of the most successful selling cars of Tata Motors. Today, Tata Motors is one of the biggest car companies in the world. Ratan Tata is now one of the most praised businessmen all over the world. Not only for the huge empire that he has built, but also for his kind and humble nature. The Tata Group donates 66% of its profit to charities. Ratan Tata's story with Ford teaches us one important thing. Success is the best way of revenge. The story of Ratan Tata's biggest revenge on Ford. In 1991, Tata became the chairman of the Tata Group.